Cyprus, when the banks in Cyprus went bust, they shut the banks down, thought about it for about 3-4 days, and then they said, right, you can only have so much a day, and anybody with over 100,000 euros, we're taking some of your money and you're going to buy shares in this bank. So instead of quantitative easing, they just took a percentage of everybody's money. You had over a percentage, anything over 100,000, they took a percentage. And then you became an owner of shares in that bank. But you didn't have a vote, you weren't voting shares, you just owned a share. And one day they'll give you your money back and then the shares can go back to the bank. So there's two methods of bailout, what the Pratt's thinking of for the future, because they're worried about, what the politicians aren't telling you is, the finance of this world are on a knife edge because there was too much money stolen in the first financial crash. They stole too much money. It's like termites, when the termites eat foundations underneath their house, and then the house falls down. Well, they only wanted to rob so much, they wanted to hollow it out, but the house still stood. But the termites, the robbers, they took too much money, they stole too much money. So the people who are in the know, the politicians and the financiers, they're a bit worried that it'll go again. But it will go, because I said so in my book. But it won't be a robbery like last time. It's going to be an event. An event will trigger the next crash. And it'll come from an angle that nobody suspects. I actually don't think it's going to be for a while. Because I think it'll all tie in with this Iran thing. I did a blog radio show, Let Iran Have the Bomb. I've also done a video, so you can also Google that. Let Iran Have the Bomb. And in the blog radio show I did a few years ago, 2008, be about April, May, I said they've stolen too much money. They can't afford to attack Iran. At the time, the Israeli Air Force were having joint war games with Greece. And they were flying and attacking targets in Greece. You know, dummy targets. Refuelling. So they had to refuel over the Mediterranean. This was all practice for attacking Iran, the nuclear facility. But what happened was, they'd stolen so much money, America couldn't afford to go to war. They spent all that money in Afghanistan, they spent all that money in Iraq, they were still spending money. $900 billion to bail out the auto industry, quantitative easing to bail out the banks. There was no money to attack Iran. That's what saved Iran. No way was President Obama going to okay a war when there was no money in the kitty. Well, they're getting on the legs. They think they've got the finances sorted. And Hilary Clinton, all her advisors, scientists, they're all going, when we get in power, we're going to attack them. Well, I think this second crash will come just as they're lining all their, what do you call it? They've got everything lined up to attack Iran. That's when I think the next crash will come. And they won't have the money again to attack Iran. So, we'll see on that one. We'll see if I'm still doing videos. I'm going to talk about a lot of things over the next over the summer. I hope these videos work for you. You know, it's interesting. I'm going to put a couple of connections below. Go and have a look at them. I do know what I'm talking about. I'm going to talk about the Muslims. I'm going to talk about all sorts, the wars. But I'm going to talk about it from a point of view where you've got to stand back spiritually. Because if you look at the problem too close, if you're stood next to the problem, you can't see it. But If you stand back from the problem and the situation in the world, what the press are telling you, what the news organisations are telling you, you stand back and look at it and you link in with your spiritual side, you'll see things totally differently. And I'm going to try and show people how to stand back from the problem of lies and evil. And I'm also going to try and say to people, don't get too hurt by it. It's just business. The universe carries on, and this is the business of evil versus good. At the moment, evil seems to be winning. You know, it's like, it seems to be in total control of this planet. And it's in total control through the financial institutions, the political institutions, and the religious institutions. So basically, it's up to people to become individuals. And that's what I'm going to try and show people how to do. How to be an individual in this world that insists we all belong to something. We all belong to a religion, or we all belong to a political party, or we all belong to a racial code. It's all about being an individual. That's the only way you can link with your spirituality.